My name's Dom Hill. I'm Jason.
Paul Walker.
My name's Vicky.
Chris Tebbett.
Colin Nash. I'm a DC for the Birmingham Bulls Academy.
Defensive lineman for Birmingham Bulls and also defensive captain. I'm the media manager of the Birmingham Bulls.
Offensive and defensive lineman for the Birmingham Bulls and head coach of the Nuneaton Jaguars.
I'm known as the Bulls mum.
I commentate American football for Sport Tank.
American football, a sport that would seem alien to most people in the UK, but this sport has had a foothold here since the early 20th century. Up and down the country, thousands of people wear the helmet and pads each week. We were lucky enough to get access to one of the oldest teams in the country, the Birmingham Bulls, to dive into the world of American football. This is British American football with the Birmingham Bulls. Where better to start than at the beginning? The Bulls were formed in 1983 and those roots from then are still holding strong. We spoke to Colin Nash, a player who was there from the start and also was one of the most influential players at the time, not only for the Bulls but GB as well.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Colin Nash. I'm a DC for the Birmingham Bulls Academy Adult American Football Club. My personal history within American football dates back some 4 decades plus, with the advent of American football starting up in the UK way back in the early 80s, 82, 83 to be precise. I started my playing career in that year with the Birmingham Bulls and I've been with them ever since. In the early days it was very, very exciting. The UK British public really took to the sport amazingly. We had teams popping up all over the place. I mean, there was in excess of probably 150 teams up and down the country of varying different talents. And because it was a new sport, we had teams that would provide their own type of kit. They weren't wearing as the standard American football helmet. They were wearing motorcycle crash helmets, and no such thing as thigh pads and knee pads. I mean, that was the Sunday newspaper rolled up, and used as a thigh pad and what have you. I've been noted to be wearing welding gloves at one time. Didn't have the money to buy the top brand shoes, so used a felt tip marker to mark Adidas on the side of my shoes or Nike. But no, it took off like a fever.
Just like in the early 20th century, the American football scene here in the UK was heavily influenced by the US servicemen stationed over here in the UK.
I used to go to the American Air Force bases to watch the game on a Saturday and watching all these Army Air Force sergeants playing football just for the love of the sport. So Alconbury, Lakenheath, Mildenhall, Greenham Common, Upper Hayford in Oxford. Upper Hayford in Oxford was my preferred team. So every Saturday afternoon I used to drive down to there, exchange my British sterling into US dollars and just have the American experience because everything was Americanized and I thoroughly loved it. And that really kind of led me on to joining up with a man called Jerry Hartman, who used to be a military police officer in the US Air Force. He started up our team in a local park in Birmingham Centre. Just a few guys throwing a football around, and we all kind of got together, probably about a dozen of us at that time. And then over the course of the month, 6 weeks, more and more people started coming around. So we put ourselves and registered ourselves as a team in the league, which at the time was, I think it was the AFL, American Football League. So we registered as a team, and our first season, we ended up with a winning season. And then from then we've just gone from strength to strength, winning 4 national championship titles, coming third in the European Championships in our first ever outing back in '86, as well as numerous players representing GB on the national squad throughout the years.
After the team's creation, multiple Americans still played for the Bulls. Them, alongside Colin and some pioneering Brits, led the Bulls to multiple championships, winning in 1988, 1991 and 1995, and Colin himself would go on to play for the GB team and get inducted into the British American Football Hall of Fame. His influence on the team is still strong, being their defensive coordinator, and still leads the team in their pre-game chant. The current Bulls side, even though they aren't as prominent as they once were, the passion and love for the game is as strong as ever. We spoke to a couple of the players to get an insight into why they love this team and chose American football as their sport.
My name is Dom Hill. I'm a defensive lineman for Birmingham Bulls and also defensive captain. I've been with the Bulls now for 3 seasons. This is my 4th. It's really sort of proud to be part of an organisation that's obviously been the longest standing American football team in the UK. Yeah, it feels like there's almost big shoes to fill, but it's really good to be part of something so historic.
Hiya, I'm David, I'm playing middle linebacker. The thing that's been so nice is everyone's been accommodating. I'm a rookie, I'm starting from scratch. I don't necessarily know everything there is to do, but everyone's been really accommodating. No one's got on my back. It's been fabulous.
As well as being part of the Bulls, one of the players also coaches a youth side. We spoke to him about the importance of starting the sport at a young age.
Oh yeah, very important. It's something that we notice here where there's not that sort of youth coming into the sport. So having the under 16s, under 19s teams is massively important, and trying to make it affordable for parents when the kids play multiple sports is another one of those big things that we've got to make sure we're doing.
Being part of the Bulls doesn't mean you have to put the pads on. There are roles for every type of person. We were able to speak to one of those non-playing team members.
My name's Vicky. I'm known as the Bulls mum. I'm the Bulls mum. I'm first aider. I'm snack provider. I'm shoulder to cry on. Have you got a set of laces? Have you got a painkiller? You name it, I've got it.
With the team being around for so long, it is bound to attract generations of families. We spoke to their current media manager, who had been with the team the majority of his life.
I'm Jason. I'm the media manager of the Birmingham Bulls. Been involved since 1989 as a 17-year-old. I got the media role sort of 2021. Just rolled with it. We've got a good presence, I think, online. So when Matt Sheldon became head coach, he sort of wanted like a family sort of environment. Seemed that me and my late father, who also watched with me since 1989, seemed that we were there week in, week out, away games, wanted us to get involved in some way. So I was doing photographs anyway, just through my own back. But as the sort of media team sort of dissolved one way, then we just got this other one going. So there's me and my brother Matt. We've got a little team behind the scenes as well.
The Bulls were lucky enough to get their match live streamed by Sport Tank, a social media platform for American football in the UK.
Hi, my name is Chris Tebbett, or Tebbs, and I commentate American football for Sport Tank. So Sport Tank is Britain's largest media outlet for American football in the UK. I think it's great that it is a part of the culture, because we don't have that place where people can go to find scores or to watch games or to even just engage with our content creators in regards to their own team. And I think it makes the sport seem or feel a bit more professional in my eyes, that we've got these pundits who can discuss sport in the same way, or discuss Britball in the same way that someone on Sky Sports would do.
Having learnt that American football is more than just a sport here in the UK, it's a way for people to find a family they can join in many different ways. We end this video by asking what American football means to them and where they'd like to go with it in the future.
What does American football means to me? Oh dear, that's it means a lot. I've got some fond, great memories, both as a player, both as a coach. I've made friends with people up and down the country, which are now lifelong friends, 40 years plus.
I think I would like to play for Team GB someday. I think that would be awesome. Yeah, I've obviously managed to play both uni and senior level. I think that for me, yeah, the GB level would be something that I'd really like to do, but we'll see.
Fabulous team sport. We're a real family. All the guys look out for each other. My 3 boys are grown up and gone, and I don't get to hug them as often as I want, and so I come and get 50 hugs every Sunday morning.
Ultimate team sport. It's big man's chess. It's that working out what they're doing, working out what you're doing, putting people in position. It's just the ultimate team sport, and while you watch the NFL and you sort of get a feeling for that, there's nothing like it in British American football if you're on the sideline and you can see the workings out of a team.
So there you have it, a small insight into the world of American football in the UK. A sport that would seem like it's only been here for a short while, when actually the history is much more prominent than that. I'd like to thank the Birmingham Bulls for letting me get an insight into their own corner of this vast sporting history, and wish them the best for the next 42 years. Thank you for watching.